For this tutorial you'll need yarn. I'll be using Alize Cotton Gold Plus, and it recommends a 5 to 7 millimeter crochet hook. You can see that, so I'll be using a 5 millimeter. You can go ahead and use maybe 6, but don't go ahead. We want our stitches to be a bit tight. I used a 5 millimeter crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a measuring tape. So let's get into the tutorial. The color that I'm going to be using is this tan color. So you're going to start off by making a slip knot. Make a slip knot. Then you're going to make a chain of 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So you're going to go into this stitch with a stitch that I don't know the name. You yarn over 3 times. It's like a quadruple crochet. So you yarn over 3 times, so that means you have 4 loops on your hook. Then go into the very first chain that you made, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. And this is what you should have. We are creating the top part of our dress, because the triangle is starting from up here. This is where the straps are going to go. So after here, you're going to make a chain of 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Turn your work. Make 2 double crochets in this space. This is my first double crochet, and then this is my second double crochet. And then make a chain of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then yarn over 3 times. Insert your hook in that same space. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2. So we are done with row 2. This is what you should have. Then you're going to chain 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So every beginning of row starts with chain 14. Turn your work. Every row starts with chain 14. Then you turn your work and double crochet in the first space here. You double crochet twice in that space. That's the first one. And then place a second one in there. Then chain up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then double crochet twice in the next space. Like that. Then chain 9. These are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then make a quadruple crochet. In this same space. 1, 2, and 3. Remember, we yarn over 3 times. Then insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. So you're seeing the triangle is starting to form, and this is what we want. I'm going to go ahead and do this for a total of 5 rows. So we are on row 3. So after this, chain up 14, turn your work, double crochet 2 times in the first space. I know the pattern is so hollow, but as we continue, you get the hang of the pattern and it becomes easier to work with. So after this, you're going to chain up 9, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. Then insert your hook in the next space and make 2 double crochets. This is 1 and then 2. Then chain up 9, 5 6 7 8 9. Double crochet twice in the last space. Chain up 9. Then make the long stitch. Let me call it the long stitch because I don't know its name. I don't know whether I'm saying the right name of the stitch. So after you chain up 9, you're going to yarn over 3 times and go into that very last space where you place the double crochets and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. So we're going to our very last row for this bra cup, because this is going to be the section that's going to go to the chest area. So this is literally our bra cup. So chain up 14, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 and 14. Turn your work, double crochet twice in the very first space, 1 and 2. Chain 9, double crochet twice in the next space, chain 9, double crochet twice in the next space, chain 9, double crochet twice in the last space. So our triangle should be growing by now. You should be seeing the shape of the triangle forming. So after this, chain 9, and make the long stitch in that very last space where we placed the 2 double crochets. So yarn over 3 times, insert your hook, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. So this is what you should have. And so this is for a size small to medium. For the large and extra large, I would recommend you do some more 2 rows so that you get to another level. Let me measure this for you. This, when stretched, is about 10 inches. But remember, when we wear it, we want it to be in this angle, somewhere around here. So it's around 7.5 when you haven't stretched it, because I'm taking a sample of 32 as my bust. My bust measurement is around 30. So 30, 31. So if we are to make 4 of these, then this measurement would be fine for my bust measurement. So in order to know that the triangle is enough, you need to get a quarter of your bust measurement, and that should be the measurement here at the base of this triangle. At least it should stretch to that measurement. If not, then add an extra row or something, because if it's 32, then it's around 8. You should be around 8 when not stretched. You can see that. So get quarter of your bust measurement and do a triangle that has a base that's almost that measurement that you've got, a quarter of your bust measurement. So I'm going to go ahead and do the second one that looks exactly like this. Then I'll show you what to do when I'm done with that. Alright, so we're back with two identical parts, two identical triangles that I've created. I cut off my yarn from the first one, and this one I haven't cut my yarn because we shall still have to come back like this. So this one with the smaller yarn, I'm going to just count 9 chains from here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, and in that stitch after the 9th I'll make a slip stitch. I'll go into that stitch and make a slip stitch with this one because we are joining the two triangles together. Make sure it's tight enough. If it's not tight enough, then you can always like go back on it and maybe make it tighter with the tapestry needle. So this is the upper part of our dress at this point. So I'm going to grab my yarn from where I left off with the second triangle. Now I'm going to make a chain of 14. I told you every row starts with chain 14. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 and 14. Turn your work. Make sure you don't twist it. Turn your work. Go into the very first space with 2 double crochets, chain 9, go into the next space with 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 9, double crochet twice in the next space, chain 9, double crochet twice in the next space, chain 9, double crochet twice in the next space, chain 9. Now you're going to skip over this where we joined our 2 triangles from and go into this first space of the next triangle and place 2 double crochets. So you can see what we did on this side is exactly what we are doing on this side. This last space got 2 double crochets. That means this space should also get 2 double crochets. And then we are going to continue with the pattern. Chain 9, two double crochets in the next chain 9 space, chain 9, 4 5 6 7 8 9, 2 double crochets in the next space, chain 9, 2 double crochets in the next one, chain 9, 2 double crochets in the last chain space, and then you're going to chain 9, then make the long stitch, yarn over 3 times and insert your hook in the very last chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. So let me show you what I have. This is how your work should look like, and we are going to continue doing that until you get the measurement of your hip at the base of the triangles. So we are going to go back and forth doing that same exact thing until you have your hip measurement at the base of the triangle. So let me show you one last time the row that you're going to repeat. You'll be chaining 14, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Turn your work, double crochet 2 times in the very first space, chain 9, double crochet twice in the next space, chain 9, double crochet 2 times. So go all the way across with chain 9, double crochet 2 times, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double crochet twice, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double crochet 2 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double crochet 2 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double crochet 2 times in the next space, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double crochet 2 times in the next space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Double crochet 2 times in this last space, 1 and 2. Then you're going to chain 9, and then make the long stitch, yarn over 3 times, insert your hook in that last space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through the last 2. So this is what you should have at this moment. Keep repeating that exact row that I've shown you until this measures your hip measurement without being overstretched. Keep that in mind. Don't overstretch it to reach the hip measurement, because we need the draping form of the pattern. You need it to be like this, not like overstretched. So continue working until you get the measurement of your hip. Alright, so I've come to the end of my last row. I had to do around, let me see, 14 rows to get to the measurement that I needed. Too bad it can't like be covered on the whole camera screen, but I've gotten the measurement that I need to cover up the hip measurement of my client, which is 40 inches. So once you get to that, you're going to get this side, because these are the brackets up here. So now we are going to join this part, the base of the triangles, and remember what we did when we were joining up here. I'm going to pull up the yarn and then count 9 stitches from here, from this loop. 1 2 3 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and in the 10th you're going to insert your hook there. In the 10th stitch, insert your hook there and make a slip stitch on this side, and then you chain up 1. Make sure it's firm. Now you're going to identify the right side of your work and the wrong side, but I'm sure it looks almost the same because we kept turning while working. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to work some stitches upwards, like by 6 boxes. So after you slip stitch, you're going to make 4 single crochets in this gap. 1 2 3 and 4. Then we are joining this side to this side, don't forget. Then hold this and you're going to place 5 single crochets in there. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Then 5 in this one, in the next one. So grab this one and this one and place 5 single crochets in that box too. 1 2 3 4 and 5. So right now we've worked 3 boxes. Then grab the next, this one and this one, place 5 single crochets in there. 1 2 3 4 and 5. Then we are going to do in the next one the same thing, 5 single crochets. So the reason we are doing this is to narrow it down to the waist measurement, because we've gone too far with the hip. The hip measurement is too big compared to the waist measurement, so that's what we are trying to do. This line of single crochets will narrow down your dress so that it has a better fitting around the waistline. So you can do either 5 boxes in total or 6 boxes. So for this 6th one, I'll do 5 boxes and then make a slip stitch in the 6th box, just to make it firm so that it doesn't keep sliding to this side. So slip stitching here will block this stitch. These 2 stitches will block this stitch from sliding downwards. And then I'm going to chain 1 and cut my yarn. Get a pair of scissors and cut. So the side where you've worked your single crochet row, that means that's your inner side. So you're going to turn your work to the right side. That means this will now be our right side. So turn your dress, and this is what it should look like. I know it looks weird right now, but no worries, everything will be okay. So I'm going to show you one last row that you're going to repeat until you have the length that you need. So we are now going to start working in rounds, because we've joined our dress. Now we are going to be working in circles like this. So I want to attach my yarn to the bottom, the behind of the dress. So I'll go into this space here and make a slip stitch. Just attach your yarn the easiest way for you. You can tie a knot or whatever is easier for you. Chain up 3, double crochet again in that same space. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So this is what you have right now. We shall weave in this later. Chain 9. So we are back to the pattern. Chain 9, double crochet twice in the next chain space. Sorry. Double crochet twice in the next chain space. That. This is the second double crochet. Chain 9. Double crochet twice in the next chain space. Chain 9. So that's the flow of the pattern. Go all the way around until you reach this point where we joined from, until you place 2 double crochets here, and I'll show you what to do after. So continue to do chain 9, double crochet twice in the next space. Chain 9, double crochet twice in the next space. That's all we're going to do for this row. Okay, so after going all the way around, you can see I've reached the part where we joined the 2 sides together, that line. So after placing your 2 double crochets in the last space here, you're going to chain up 9, and now you're going to go into the very middle of this, of the 2 double crochets. That's where I want to place the slip stitch. Make a slip stitch there. So that marks the end of the round. So that means we have to raise up our yarn again to start another row. So after this, you always chain 1 after the slip stitch. Chain 1, turn your work to the other side, slip stitch 4 times in that gap. This is 3 and 4. So we've slip stitched 4 times, and then make a single crochet, chain up 3, and that counts as a double crochet, and double crochet again in that same space. So that's how we start the row. You slip stitch, you chain up 1, turn your work, slip stitch until the middle of the chain 9, and then chain up 3, and then double crochet again in that same space to make a total of 2 double crochets. So from here, you know what to do. You always chain 9, double crochet, chain 9, double crochet twice all the way around, and when you get here, you'll chain 9, slip stitch in the middle of the 2 double crochets, chain up 1, turn your work. Don't forget to always turn. This helps us to have a seam line that's in a straight line at the back of our dress. So at this point, you're going to do as many rows as you need to achieve the dress that you want to make. Either you want to make a maxi dress down to the feet, or midi dress, or a mini dress. That's up to you, because I've shown you the basics of shaping this mesh dress. The other thing that you'll do will be to attach straps here, attach here and here at the top of the triangles, and yeah, that will be basically it. If you want to go on and do some edging around the dress, that's up to you. I don't want to do that. I want to leave it as fresh as this. This looks like a real mesh pattern, and I hope you guys really liked the tutorial. Continue to work your dress downwards until you get the length that you need. We're not doing any increases, not that. Don't do any increases, nothing, because we already did the increases when I was showing you how to work the base of the triangle. So I hope you guys have fun creating this. I'll be showing you how mine turned out on my Instagram page. Make sure you follow me on Instagram to keep track of what I'm working on and what new projects are out and all that. So yeah, have a good day everyone. Bye.